Hi, I'm Claire from the Divine Mirror, and today I'm going to explain why I chose that name. And it's really um, important to understand it because it actually explains my whole understanding of how the universe works, and it explains my awakening and how I understand that we are actually all reflections of each other. And yeah, I'll go into it, and then you'll see. So I was washing up, and my kids, I was cooking at the same time. My kids were clamoring at me for food, and I was saying, "Wait, babies, the food's coming. I'm doing it for you. If you just be patient, it's gonna be delivered." And basically, in that moment, I had just a complete aha moment when I realized that, because I've been working on manifestation and working out how you manifest, and there's actually quite a lot of complicated, well, not complicated, but you kind of have to get out of your own way. And I was working out what I was doing to block things, and trying to understand the art of manifestation, which really is an art. And in that moment when I said that to them, I saw the reflection, and I saw that I had been the child going, I want it now, I want it now, I want it now. And I, as the mother, was the universe saying, wait, baby, I'm going to deliver you everything you want if you just be patient. And in that moment, I was just completely blown away and actually quite scared, because in the awakening process, when you're not ready to see, it can be quite scary, because it brings up questions like, well, if you know this stuff, if you know that you are the universe, that everything is mirroring itself, then what? How do you carry on living as you were? And I think that's the key. You've got to learn to let go of the old you, and let go of the ego and all the attachments and all the programs and all the aspects of you that don't align to just being in flow and trusting that the universe is there and it's creating everything in divine timing. And even divine timing is a concept in itself, which I'll talk about in another video. But it's basically understanding that, yes, we are creating this reality in every given moment, but at the same time, we the ego, isn't. We may be manifesting different things in our reality, but until you get to the point where you understand the whole bigger picture and you can step out of this person and see it from a much larger perspective, which is what we call 5D and above now. And it's not higher, it's just a more expanded view of what life is. And it's so crazy because you start seeing things from different perspectives. So you're actually seeing a situation from several different perspectives at the same time, which is why they call it multidimensional. So anyway, what I've come to understand is that mirroring happens in our daily life everywhere. So wherever you look, there's a mirror for you. And it's not an exact mirror. So, for example, if someone's being nasty to you, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're a nasty person. There may be an aspect of you that can learn from that. But it could be that you need to see your weak points, the parts of you that are attracting that into your reality and allowing that to be there. So that was definitely the case for me. I basically was attracting a situation into my reality to make me see how badly I was treating myself. So it wasn't that I was being bad to somebody else necessarily. It was that I was treating myself badly in my reality at that point and running myself into the ground. And therefore I had attracted someone into my reality who was showing that to me, who was mirroring it and reflecting it. And this extends out to everything. Your pets can be a mirror, your friends, your family, people you love, even inanimate objects can give you messages. And I've realized now the universe is always speaking to us. It never stops. It's a constant flow of information. It's just a question of how much you want to see and how much you're ready to see, which is, again, comes back to that awakening moment when you just freak out and just think, oh my God, if that's the case, then do I just drop dead now? Or how am I going to continue in society if I know this stuff? And how do I keep being the normal person? And I think you just move in and out of those states, and it's quite natural if you just trust that you are guided and you play the roles that you're supposed to play. but you're also recognizing that you're playing a role and the person in front of you is also playing a role, and it's all teaching you about yourself, and it just becomes this huge expanded view of what life is. And it just makes life so magical, because then you have the toolkit, then you've got the answers, and you can start working through the stuff that you've been subconsciously bringing into your reality, and all the programs and all the negative set beliefs that were there before that just don't need to be there anymore. And that's what I've been working through myself for the past nearly 2 years now. And basically that's what I do with my clients. I just mirror. I show them their own patterns that they keep bringing into their reality in order to heal. And by even just seeing them, you're experiencing healing. But we take it to the next step and we heal the emotional body, and we make it okay to integrate all those aspects of them which they've been carrying around almost as like scars or wounds inside of them, and they didn't even recognize it. All they knew was that this situation kept happening to them over and over. And sometimes they don't even see that it's a pattern. They just know that they feel like a victim, and that their life keeps making them feel like they just keep getting knocked down. But you're not being knocked down because life just likes to ruin your life. You're being knocked down because life wants you to wake up and realize how incredible and how whole and beautiful you really are. And when you realize that, that's when life gets really, really beautiful, and unconditional love happens, and you just start you just see it as all magic, and you appreciate it all, and then the real gratitude comes in, and it all just flows. So yeah, I would love to help you if that's something that you feel you need guidance on. Very often in the beginning it can be really hard to see your own patterns, and really that's what I'm here for. It's just to be a sounding board and be a mirror to you, to see what you've been bringing up in your reality, so that you can heal it and you can move forwards and create a whole new beautiful reality, which doesn't include all that shadow and all that pain and all of that confusion. Confusion was a big one for me. That just, you can just let it go. And letting go is so easy once you know how, but we just so automatically, we've been trained and programmed to hold on to things, and to hold on to pain even. And then when you realize that it's just so easy to live in flow and in love, if you actually become accustomed to that vibration, then it all becomes beautiful. And yeah, I'd love to help with that. So please check out my website details, my Instagram below, The Divine Mirror, with underscores, and thedivinemirror.org is my website. And I look forward to telling you more about my journey. And yeah, I'll be with you soon.